President Trump meeting with Chinese Vice Premier Liu He at the White House today. The Vice Premier met with Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin and Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer yesterday. President Trump is likely to announce a summit between Chinese President Xi later today. That's according to the Wall Street Journal. Joining me right now is InterDigital President and CEO Bill Merritt. And Bill, it's good to have you on the program.
Well, thanks.
Thanks so much for joining us. You're doing a lot of business in China.
We are.
Let's talk about that.
Sure.
How has that been for you? Has the trade issues gotten in the way?
Actually, I would say the trade issues have been very helpful to us. I mean, the focus of the Trump administration on protection of intellectual property. We're a company that has 20,000 patents covering wireless technology, and we've been trying to license in China for years. And we've given them this very stark fact. We've got 95% of the non-Chinese manufacturers under license paying us over the last 10 years billions of dollars. We don't have a single Chinese manufacturer under license today. So this focus by the administration on enforcing IP, creating benchmarks to show that they're complying with IP has been actually very good for us. And we're cheering them on in what they're doing.
Well, I mean, you've seen firsthand then the theft of IP. Tell us about that. I mean, how significant is it? What kind of a cost do you see as it impacts your company? And do you think you're really going to be able to see IP theft go away, or is that a cultural thing in China?
No, I don't think it's long-term cultural. It has been. I think it can change with enforcement. In terms of the impact, if you think about what we do and others in our industry do, we hand over the technology to the industry to build phones. And the return is we then get licensed under the patents that cover that technology. The impact has been with the Chinese companies not paying royalties to us. They have extra money now to invest in research that we don't have. And the impact has been in 5G. They have got tons of money to invest in 5G, while research companies like us don't have that money. And it's creating this imbalance in the research environment for 5G.
So as you look at a Huawei or a ZTE product, do you say, hey, that looks a lot like our stuff in there? Or what? I mean, how are they doing it without licensing?
So it's an open standard in the sense we contribute our technology to the standard. Anybody can get it. Anybody can build a phone. So any phone that's built, we know has our technology in it. How do they get away with not paying royalties? They simply just refuse to pay. They hold out. A company like ZTE, we've been in litigation with ZTE for almost 10 years.
Okay, so they owe you.
You're
they
still
just
in
don't
litigation.
Pay.
Yes.
So in terms of, we have this IP theft, that's one thing. But in China, there are no regulations in terms of workplace, labor, minimum wage. How can we even level this playing field at all?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of issues that go into leveling the playing field, right? And there's some that are within our bailiwick and others are not. So, things like intellectual property, certainly there's ways to level that. There's ways to level all these things. And I think, President Trump tweeted a while back about 6G and telling Americans, you have to compete with other people. We're not going to just keep people out of the market. We agree with that, but compete on a level playing field. And I think he's doing a fantastic job at creating that level playing field as best we can.
What kind of enforcement action do you think is possible to get the Chinese to keep their promise that they're not going to steal IP? I mean, we're taking a look at Huawei a lot in terms of Huawei stealing trade secrets from Cisco, Motorola Solutions, T-Mobile, etc. So what do you think it's going to take to get them to keep their promises that they won't steal?
So I think it's three things. The first is a firm commitment from them. The second is the benchmarks. The benchmarks would be concrete activity, signing a certain number of license agreements each year, things that can be actually measured. And the third is some level of enforcement beyond that. If those benchmarks are not met, I think that they will work to change what has been a difficult culture in China over time. But you have to work to change that culture.
Bill, thanks very much for joining us.
I appreciate all your time.
Bill Merritt there.